my YouTube channel. I hope you're all well. My name's Chanel and this is my YouTube channel about all my yarny adventures. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Mama of Yarn. Today is November. No, it's not November at all. It is June, June 26th. I hope you're all well. I hope you have a little beverage or your projects and that you're sitting, relaxing to spend a little bit of time with me today. I have some finished objects to show you. I have some works in progress to talk to you about. I have some future cast-ons to talk to you about. And did I say works in progress? Works in progress, finished, future cast-ons, yarn enhancements, and all that yarny goodness. So let's get started. Let's start with my shawl test knit. I've finished this. This is a test knit for rye flower knits. I spoke about it in my last video. If you want to know a little bit more about it, pop over there. It is called the Morning Jew Shawl and it is stunning. It is finished. Look at that. You can't really tell. This lighting, sorry, is a bit, there's some beads. It is a triangular shawl. It's massive, absolutely massive. Knit on 3.75 needles. It is fingering weight yarn. I used 2 skeins. I did have a smidge left over. The pattern is going to be released, I believe, in a couple of weeks. I'll keep you all posted about that. Project pages, links, everything down below. Hit that more button. You'll find everything you need. The yarn I used was Pigment and Ply. This was their moss green colourway. It was a 100% superwash merino single, no, it wasn't a single. I think it was a 2-ply, or was it a 3-ply? Hold on 1 minute. Let's open those up a minute. It was a 3-ply. They're 3-ply superwash merino, 100%, and the drape is amazing, absolutely amazing. I can highly recommend this pattern. It was an absolute pleasure. To test knit. Absolute pleasure. It is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Let me show you. Oh. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It's so soft, so silky. It's green. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So stockinette with some pattern in rose and this beautiful, beautiful lace border with beading. Absolutely stunning. These little beads just look like little dewdrops on the leaves. And there's not much else to say about that. All the links for it all will be down below. And it was an absolute pleasure to test, as always, as always. Let me pop my wrapper back on. And that was the first finished object. Second finished object are my Desert Vista Dye Work socks for June. These were knit on a 2.25mm US 1, 20 rows for the rib on the cuff of the sock on a 2x2 rib, 60 rows for the leg, slip stitch, heel flap and gusset, 54, I want to say, for the foot and my normal toe. And I have to correct myself. These weren't knit on a 2.25. They were knit on a 2.5 because I wanted to see what the difference would be like in my tension and gauge. And actually, they're a little bit saggy. So I would definitely will stick to the 2.25s. The yarn, Desert Vista Dye Works. This is all I have left. And it is called Cinder Somebody. Look at all those colours. I believe they were a little bit heavier because of the 2.5, 69 grams. And for my OCD, I got them to match perfectly all the way to the end, even with the little blue bits on the toe. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful colourway. This yarn is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I've got to decide on what my July socks are going to be. I think I'm going to go back to pinks for July. Blue was fun. It's nice for a little change. I think I'm going to go for pinks, but I'll have a little think about that next week. Oh, although, no, it's on the weekend. Exciting. Oh my goodness, there's lots and lots and lots of sock knitting next week. Exciting. So yes, anyway, sorry, went away in La La Land there. 2.5 project page, as always, linked down below. This is going to be a short and sweet one this time, because that is all finished objects. I have a project that I'm doing for my Nana. Let me bring it over here and show you. I'm decided to crochet a flower bouquet for her, which I will put next to her coffin. So I have done 3 little flowers at the moment. Here's one little rosebud. I need to do the stems and the leaves and the stalks, but I've done the top of that rose. Beautiful. Then I have got this little rose design, which is just a little bud without any white. I'm going to crochet them in all different colours. It's going to look beautiful. That little rosebud, and there's going to be, I'm thinking about putting 3 or 4 on a stem to go with that. Then this one, I've just realised, is all falling apart because I have not glued them back together yet or sewn them together. That's twisted, that should be that way. And here is the large ones. Ooh. Look at that, once it's all together, let's hold it. Can I show you that way? There, look. Oh, look how pretty. Oh, there's my hair there. Beautiful. And that also will have a nice stem with some leaves. Now let me tell you the information about that. I'm crocheting them with a 2.5mm crochet hook. I'm using 100% cotton DK by Paintbox yarns, and I have lots of different colours at the moment. Let me hold all the bits. So all these little bits, I'm going to make lots and lots of various different coloured flowers. At the moment I'm doing a teal one, And there's one little tiny petal all on its own. So this is the center petal. So what you do, you just roll it in on itself. I'm making them so they all have little tabs on the bottom so I can line up each of the petals all around. You just roll that center one, and that becomes the middle bit of the bud. I suppose I can show you here. Let's open it all up. So here they all are, and then you roll one, and then you place the other around, and you just keep going round and round for it to form the little rose. And then the more you do and place, the bigger. Ooh, let's do the next lot. And then there's the next lot. The bigger the rose becomes, and you can just carry on with each of the little petals that I'm making, and then you just rearrange once you've hot glued them all together. And then I'm going to have a green stem with some, I think, fake flower arranging wire and make a beautiful bouquet to rest next to my Nana's coffin. It's going to look beautiful, and I can't wait to make more of those and get to show some more of that for you. I will link everything down below my project page. It's got all the details if you fancy making one of those flowers. Everything's written in the project page. How many petals I used, hook sizes, how many grams of yarn each of the petals took, everything is down there. And that is my second works in progress. Well, I say second works in progress, it's a really full on. There's various bits and pieces, and although it's a works in progress, it's just ongoing until Nana's funeral. My next works in progress, which I'm just going to go and get, I've just realised I've left it on the sofa. Hold on, please. Okay, is a pair of socks. I am knitting a pair, of stripy socks. Look, oh my gosh, look at the colours of those. Looks absolutely beautiful. I haven't seen it properly in that light before. These are, let me put that ball of wool down. Oh, twisted. Here we are. Let's show you one. These are my botanical yarn mini set. Is that going to focus? No, it's not going to focus. It's called Yorkshire Sunset Mini Set. There's 5 20-gram minis, which I am using to knit a pair of socks with. And this is what I have. I'm doing them in tandem so that they match completely. Oop. So I have a bare yarn just for cuff, heels and toes, but I have done 64 stitches on a 2.25mm, as you can see, 9-inch circs. I did 3 rounds at the top for the beginning, and then each of the 5 different colours, 1 round all the way round, and then I did 12 bare for the rest of the cuff to give my 20 round cuff, which I like. I was tempted to knit a longer cuff, but 20 is comfortable for me. I like the way that fits. Then for each of the stripes, this is where a little bit of maths came in, because ideally I wanted it to be the same all the way through, but because I have a small foot, and there's 5 colours, I just divided what I knew was my foot length by the 5 colours, which came to about 15 rounds for each colour. So I'm doing 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15 of the 5 colours, putting my slip stitch heel in and turn. Then with the last of on the 5th colour, I'm then going back the other way. So there'll be green, heel, green, peach, purple, lilac, and doing it that way. And from my maths, fingers crossed, if I can stick to 15, it should fit the whole way. So here are all the colours for the mini set, and they are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. This is a new to me yarn dyer. I have not used their yarn before. I believe her name is Sophie. Oh, excuse me, sorry. So I will definitely link down below because I can highly recommend this yarn. It's so soft. The dyeing is so delicate as well. It's absolutely beautiful. And here, actually, wait, if I use the other sock, because the other sock, all the stripes have been done. And you can get a proper chance to see them all knit up then. So we've got this very pale bare yarn with the speckling of the lilac. Then it goes into the lilac with the darker speckling for the purple. Then you've got the purple, a nice pinky peach colour, then like a greeny, tealy, sagey colour. And they are looking beautiful, so much fun. 64 stitches, and they're knitting up a dream. I only started them on the weekend, and it's Monday now, so 2 days, and I've got all of this done. Alongside all the other chores and things that weekends bring. Absolutely beautiful. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Oh, really getting back into my sock knitting. Talking of sock knitting, I also did have one other finished sock, but I gifted that, so I will put a picture here, or maybe a little video if I can find one, of my socks, the granny in a row socks for Kitey of the Yarn Whisperer. I popped them in the post to him. They fit perfectly, which I'm really pleased with, and he was over the moon with, so that's good. There is a Grannies in a Row knit along at the moment if you want to take part. Links all down below, so make sure you check that out. I can highly recommend it. It's so much fun. And that's my sock knitting. I have also been working on my Andrea Mowry Traveller's jumper, hoodie, I should say, sweater, and this is so much fun also. I have realised I have knit a rather large size. I wanted it oversized, but not thinking that there was already positive ease written into the pattern, so it is huge. But here it is at the moment. I'm now working on the sleeves, and it is definitely going to grow some more as well. So the only downside I had with the yarn I'm using, which I'll show you about in a minute, the bottom is knit in the round, and as you can see I had this really beautiful pooling effect. Ooh. And I was like, oh, that looks so much fun. And then you split under the arm for front and back. Ooh. But the front and back is knit flat, which then gives it a totally different look in the yarn I used. So you can really see it here. And now I don't know whether I like it so much. Here's the back. And it's done exactly the same on the back. The beautiful patterning as you're knitting in the round. And then knitting flat. Oh, why did I not think that would happen? I don't know. So now I'm on the sleeves, which are knit in the round. So we're then going to go back to the sleeves looking like this. Shall we just call it a design feature? Who knows? Who knows? What I can say is the pattern is lots of fun. It's very addictive. It's a 5-row repeat, not 10-row repeat. Pattern by Andrea Mowry. It's knit on 3.75, I believe. Yes, size 5 needles. There is a hooded version. I'm not going to do a hooded version because I haven't got enough yarn. I'm using the Yarn Whisperer, and this is all I have left. It is a one-of-a-kind skein called Fruit Punch. It is 100% Guernsey wool. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wool. Absolutely nothing wrong with the dyeing or anything like that. Just as you always get with hand-dyed yarns, you get different pooling depending on whether or not you knit in the round or flat. And here is my sweater to show what happens with that. But anyway, nonetheless, it's lots of fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Links all below. The squish is absolutely amazing. It is so squishy. I can highly recommend Andrea's pattern. It's going to block and grow huge. So we shall see what it looks like when it's finished. And that is all the works in progress. So what have we got? Socks, sweater, Nana's flowers. I believe that's all I've been working on recently. Yes, because I've also finished my shawl and 2 pairs of socks. So it's been a busy time. Futurecast is a bralette for my daughter. I am going to do the Ripple bralette by Jessie May Design. Jessie May Designs. I'm going to use Biocraft Natural Bamboo and Cotton, which is so soft, so soft. It is, let's have a look. I'm going to use the shade 7141 in Aqua, which is down here. Oh, it just does not want to focus today. And there is 273 yards to 100 grams. It's a DK weight, vegan friendly. Didn't know that was on there. 60% bamboo, 40% cotton, and it is going to make such a beautiful, beautiful drapey little ripple bralette. The pattern calls for 1 skein for my daughter's size of fingering weight, but this bamboo double knit is so thin, it's as thin as a fingering weight, so I will have no issues whatsoever of swapping the yarns for that. What else does it say? It's knit on a US 2 2.75 and a US 4 3.75. In the round, does give gauge here. I'm wondering whether or not to gauge, swatch. Don't think I'm going to need it. I'm going to be knitting the small size, and I will keep you posted on how that goes. I think once that's cast on, that's just going to be a dream to knit. It's just going to fly off the needles, especially the size that I'm knitting. Look how beautiful that yarn colour is. My daughter's going to really look forward to wearing that, especially in this hot weather we're having at the moment. And that is a Futurecast on. My other Futurecast on are going to be my Desert Vista Dyeworks socks. So that's this weekend, is it the 1st? Can't remember, time's just flying by. I'm also doing the West Knits sock along, surprise sock along, which I'm extremely excited about. I have just filmed a little unboxing because I was fortunate enough to grab one of Stephen's mystery surprise kits by Momonoki, I think Momonoki, is that how you pronounce it? Who knows? Yarns, and it's stunning, absolutely stunning. Really excited by that. So if you want to see what the yarn colours are like, please do check out that video. That starts on the 6th of July, so make sure to words today, words. Make sure to look out for that if you want to sign up. Links and everything will be down below. And I have some yarn enhancements. Just one. I've been good. Well, 2 because I got the West Knits kit, but I can't show that because that's only just arrived this morning. It is my Sock and Key Club by Kaiti of the Yarn Whisperer. And it came in lots of confetti today. Or should I say the other day. And here it is. Oh, it's absolutely stunning. Look, oh my goodness. Look at all these really cheery colours. Look at these pinks and greens and teal little mini. I don't know for definite. I've got to ask him. I think this one glows under a black light. How much fun is that? So pinks. Oh, look at these neons. Oh. So excited by this. So this is June's Sock and Key Club. It's called the Memory Key. 100 grams mini skein, 100 grams main skein, 20 grams mini. It is, as always, 80-20 Corridale, so 80% Corridale sock and 20% nylon. It's a dream to knit with, an absolute dream. Look at that, look. That is gonna be so much fun. So much fun. I'm pleased that I'm not using them at the moment. What I'm planning is a massive big project with all 12 for the year. And I can't wait to take a photograph of all 12 all laid around. They're gonna look beautiful. And then it's deciding what massive project that's gonna make them all shine. Oh, also, a little tiny key progress keeper. That's so cute. Very pretty this time. And that is that. And that's all the yarn stuff. It's been a busy, busy one. I'm starting to feel like myself again, which is good. I'm obviously having bad days still, but that's okay and that's to be expected. But knitting is back on track, designing is back on track, all the fun and exciting things are back on track. So how have you all been? I hope you're all well. I hope that you are getting time with your knitting, your spinning, your crochet, your sewing, all the wonderful projects that we enjoy. Are you enjoying your reading? Are you reading any books at the moment? I've started a couple of books. They're really good. I'm enjoying them. We've been enjoying the sun. We've been having lots of family gatherings. My stepson won an award at work the other day. He had to go to a work ceremony in Ohio, and he won 2 awards, which we are extremely proud of. My other daughter won an award at her college, which we're going this week to the awards ceremony. It's all happening. It's all happening. We're having some wonderful, good luck, good vibes. All this doesn't make sense, does it? This week and last week, which is amazing. So I'm just going to end up blabbering on about a load of boring things. So I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to wish you well. I want to thank you for spending this time with me, for stopping by. And until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye.